First off, two things. Number one, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Secondly, please click subscribe. The more people that watch, the more cars and trucks I get to share with you. Thanks again. It's a great day to go for a ride. Let's fire this baby up and take it on a test. In this video, get behind the wheel of the 2024 Chevy Colorado four-wheel drive ZR2 Bison. I'm here at the Ridge Motorsports Park in Western Washington to test and evaluate its ride and handling, on and off-road capability, comfort, technology, and overall value, among other things, all in an effort to determine the ultimate outdoor activity vehicle of the year winner. This is a two-day event featuring 20 vehicles with members of my Automotive Press Association. We grade and rank each vehicle by category and then determine an overall winner. This year's submissions included 2- and 3-row family SUVs, luxury SUVs, and pickup trucks. All right, some hard pavement driving and testing here in the Colorado. I'll give you some numbers here on the vehicle I have, and then I'll explain to what we're doing on this course if this is the first video you're watching. So with this ZR2 Bison, looking at 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque, 5,500 pounds of towing capacity. It's a $65,000 vehicle, and I'm gonna give you the stats here on the engine in just a moment as we kind of cruise through some cones, get a feel for sitting behind the wheel. And I'm going to accelerate 0 to 60, get that feel of what the power is, and then some stopping, hard braking to feel how short the stopping distance is, how the vehicle, suspension, how far that nose dips down, and so on. So let me pull up the sheet here as I get prepared, and then I'll give you the numbers. My official number is 2.7 liter TurboMax transmission, 8-speed automatic. There you go, 2024 Colorado four-wheel drive. And we are good to go. 3, 2, 1, punch it. Oh, there's some power behind this one. It's a solid truck. 40, 41, 45, 50, and hit the 60. There's 60. You know, I've been driving trucks back to back in this last section, Ridgeline as well as the Nissan Frontier. All very similar. This probably had the most control in its brake. Stopping distance wasn't as short as a Frontier, and the Ridgeline took a little longer to stop. Just to give you a perspective, that's what we're doing here as these journalists testing 20 different vehicles, is to do something back to back so I can give you an immediate impression on how they are. Quick little U-turn, and then we'll do a little slalom. Don't expect a lot in a truck. Had some pretty good body roll in the Frontier. This too, but I am going 26 miles per hour. Probably wouldn't be doing this much turning in real life, but still solid. All right, this course here is 1/6 the size of the big boy track here at the Ridge Motorsports Park. Still a good chance to feel and drive at some decent speeds. There's acceleration. That's a sharp acceleration. I think the Ridgeline was a little bit impatient in the beginning. Wasn't ready to accelerate. I got the 54 right there. That seems smooth. Didn't even notice it. That holds pretty well, the steering wheel. $20 miles per hour there on the corner. Yeah. You can definitely feel there's more power and ruggedness with this vehicle versus the Frontier. Frontier would be a close second, but nowhere, I mean, the Ridgeline would not be in competition with these guys when it comes to that ruggedness. holds itself well. Remember comparing the Frontier's weight to the Ridgeline's weight. I think this one feels like it's even heavier than both of those. Yeah, 20 different vehicles today, back to back to back to back. Of course, different categories, 2- and 3-row SUVs, luxury SUVs, and then the truck category. Good stuff. Now it's time to take on something a little more challenging. This is our first off-road demo in the Colorado, and you'll hear a voice in the background. I got a gentleman from Chevrolet who's going to talk us through some of the features as we take the first ascent.
All right, so this is a great example of a 35-inch tire. We get the vehicle in 4-high, normal mode. This is just ground clearance and a nice large footprint. So the vehicle, you'll see even through this muddy, rutted area, we're going to roll right on through this without any challenges.
What's the ground clearance?
12.2 inches.
Holy
on Bison.
crap.
Yeah. And also with the ZR2 Bison, we get 5 boron steel skid plates from AEV. So even if we were on a more hairy surface, we could pretty much slide this truck across them and not damage anything.
Go down and then we'll look at some features as we head up. I was about to hit my turn signal, but okay, this is our spot here, right?
Yeah, so this is, again, we're going to leave it in normal mode. We got lockers, but for this obstacle here, I don't think we need them. If we get some wheel spin, we can lock up the rear axle. But this thing, just nice constant throttle input, it should do what it does best.
Now, is there a camera so I can see over the nose?
Yeah, we got a few camera views. We got a forward camera there. We also have 2 if you're in a rocky terrain. Underbody cameras.
That's
front,
cool.
Rear, and if they're a little dirty, you can clean them off.
No way.
Yeah. So I'll go back to the front camera here to look out over our nose and crest down and stuff.
Okay. Anything you want to change or adjust?
Let's get to the bottom of the hill.
Okay.
I don't want to push it in Baja mode.
Okay.
So Baja mode, we actually take and relax our controls a little bit. So if you want to have some spirited driving, rotate the truck a bit, it allows you to do so. So I'm going to go here, go in the Baja. You have to accept the conditions, and you're now in Baja mode. So depending on how much you want to push the truck, it's going to rotate. If you want to have the back end walk out, up to you. It will be fun over there on the more rough, rocky area too, to be in Baja.
All right. Here, we'll stop that part of it. I don't know if you just primed my brain, but by saying Baja, I have a visual of people going on the Baja.
Yeah.
So now hitting that right there, that's probably what it feels like.
Yeah. What's really fun is when you're, in the desert. Baja 2-wheel drive is a blast because it's just constantly hanging the back of the truck out.
Yeah.
So we can let this person get a gap on us. We're going to go across that at a higher rate of speed. So again, this is the beauty of the Multimatic DSSV dampers, where we have different ranges of tuning based on travel. So we're going to go beyond our on-road tuning here and get into our off-road portions, and really see we don't sacrifice ride quality. We still maintain wheel contact, so we don't break traction. We won't get into the Johnson control dampers here, most likely, but again, they're there to absorb that extra energy if needed. So
How fast would you like me to go?
let's do 35 miles an hour.
All right, anytime?
Yeah, when you're ready.
Okay. Not even there yet.
Yeah.
There, now I'm about 34, 35. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah. If you want to stop here, I'll get you in train mode to help give you some confidence, because for somebody using it for the first time, it's good to just walk them through it. So we're gonna rotate the dial to go into terrain and see. So go normal, off-road, tow haul, and terrain. You have to be in 4-wheel drive to enter terrain mode, otherwise it kicks you out. And we offer varying levels of braking intervention. Now I'm going to put you in L1. That's the most aggressive. So you can take your foot off the brake right now. Truck won't go anywhere. We can go up there, and right as you crest that, if you want to take your foot off the throttle, it will stop completely.
Okay.
Give it a go.
And I'll put our front camera back on for looking over to that press.
You said it's just going to hold its position?
Yep. As you start to come off the throttle, braking will automatically engage, and it'll come to a complete stop when you're completely off the pedal.
And how about if I'm on a descent? Same thing?
Same thing. So you can keep tipped into the throttle a bit, and it'll have a nice controlled descent. Or if you decide, hey, something's coming up and I need to stop, just take your foot off the throttle.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. Again, not touching the brake at all.
Correct. Oops. Sorry, I don't want to go too fast and it's...
Some nice grades here if you want to hit them.
Yep.
We got an off-road display in the cluster there for roll and pitch, as well as steering angle and TK status and locker status as well. And for this next section here, we're going to get into some more articulation with the suspension.
Okay.
So, you know, this truck's got a lot of travel. You're going to hear the jounce control dampers begin to engage, but even as you hear them engage, we still have a lot of travel left. They're just starting to engage to help absorb that extra energy. You know, usually we think about it for high-speed desert blasting, but it's also good for an overland person that maybe has a lot of gear in the bed. You get the truck close to, you know, your GVW rating, and you never crash through, you never bottom out. Really, that's been, you know, serious aftermarket hardware in the off-road community. This truck's, you know, factory built with 4 1-inch corner jounce control damper.
Thank you for the education. It's awesome. That's my video for today. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and click subscribe if you haven't already. It's free and it really helps support this channel. See you next time.
Today's video is brought to you by The Cold Plunge. Use discount code DAVE150 at checkout at thecoldplunge.com. Immediately save $150 off your purchase. That's DAVE150 at thecoldplunge.com. There's also a link below this video.
One final note, if you are in the market for a new vehicle soon, great. Connect with your local dealership and price and test drive at least 3 different vehicles. A vehicle's strengths and weaknesses can only be discovered when you are behind the wheel. My reviews can be good, but you need to test drive these yourself. Visit quotes.everymandriver.com, select the make, model, and your zip code, and you'll get invoice pricing in your area on those vehicles. Shop smarter with price quotes at quotes.everymandriver.com.
Thanks for watching. Please click subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time.